Nicholas Thorne, a games tycoon, has been forced to play the one game by Magnus, his former business partner. Magnus has stolen £2.1 million from Nicholas's company, Sorcerer, and kidnapped his ex-wife, Jenny. Sorcerer's finance director, Tom Dark, has approached business rival Lord Maine for cash to bail out the company in return for a partnership for himself. Nicholas and his girlfriend Faye follow a clue to a forest where Nick fights Magnus and is forced to recall his hidden past.
Faye! 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 Faye!
Boo! You do look smart.
Thanks. What are you doing out here?
My constitutional, of course.
Oh. Well, I want to get back now.
Whatever happens next, it can't happen without you, can it?
Right. So let's go.
He's really got to you, hasn't he?
What? No. Just don't want to miss the next clue, do I? Next bit of fun and games.
I know what the next game is. It involves a car crash and 2 dead bodies. You must be a bad man, Nicholas Thorne. For someone to go to such lengths to get at you. And why? Because of a bit of sharp business practice? A piece of common or garden ruthlessness?
Amazing, isn't it?
We're still in the real world, you know. You could just walk into a police station, end all this nonsense.
Give up. No way. What about the company? What about the money? What about Jenny?
Oh, you remembered.
I don't need this, Faye. Not from you. Keep going into town.
Please?
Pilgrim. It's the name Magnus used when he took the money. It's from our first game. Sorcerer. Maybe we can get ahead of the game.
Magnus, you've put things inside my head.
Full marks for trying. Personally, I prefer to put my faith in logs.
So, this is it.
What?
The Holy of Holies. Where it all happens. I've waited a long time for this.
What do you mean?
You don't realize, do you, Nick? I've never been here before.
It's just the office, for Christ's sake.
just the office for Jenny?
No. She was part of it. Magnus wanted her in from the beginning. Thought we made a good team. I didn't think she'd want to. My own business was doing well by then. But Magnus insisted. He had a feeling, he said. A feeling she'd agree. And he was right. Jenny sold up and came in. 50-50 deal. Less than 2 years later, we were the biggest independent fish in the pond. And that was when the trouble started.
Trouble?
Yeah. Magnus's games. They were getting so bloody complex you needed a PhD to understand the rules, let alone play them. Jenny tried to get him going on computer games. That was all just getting going then. But he hated it. Nothing to do with magic, dear boy. And this was the result. Sorcerer Mark II. Sheer bloody lunacy. We were that close to going under, for good.
What did you do?
What was best for the company, of course. Brought in the money men. Grey Suits Incorporated. Had to give them majority control, in theory at least. I had it all in hand. Cheer up, will you? It's all over by the signatures on the check.
You should have told Magnus.
Haven't seen him to tell him. He decides to disappear for weeks on end to lick his wounds. It's up to him. If you hadn't sided with him on the update of that game, we wouldn't have to do this anyway.
And how did Magnus fit in with all this?
He didn't. He was out of time. It wasn't the age of Aquarius any longer, but he didn't want to know that. He was a liability.
So what happened?
Told you. He went nuts. Magnus. Stop it. Look. Come on.
I don't think you need to go looking for the next clue. I think it's found you.
Did you just switch that on?
No.
Good afternoon. So glad you could drop in. I'm afraid it's my secretary's lunch hour, otherwise I could offer you coffee or something. Still, should we make a start?
So, what's the proposition you want to make?
Join me.
In what? Some private vendetta against Sorcerer?
Sorcerer is incidental. The target is Nicholas.
Just because he got rid of you when you weren't any more use to him? Don't waste your paranoia. Nick treats everyone like that.
I'm stuck. I can't do it.
But you're doing so well. If you won't take my advice, you can't expect my help.
Can't I?
Your company's going down the drain. Your ex-wife's been kidnapped, but you just go on solving the clues and playing the game. You're doing fine.
Dear Jenny's up to her neck in this. She always was, so don't worry about her. And if you're not going to help me, then just get out of the way!
Fair enough.
He's a lunatic! He wants things to be the way they were. He wants me to admit I can't do without him, his dear boy. Well, I'm not a boy any longer. Not his, not anyone's. And the only way I can give him the lesson he bloody well deserves is to beat him. Every time, every game.
It's making you worse, not better.
Frankly, I'm not convinced that you could run Sorcerer any better than Nicholas does. And this whole plan to destabilize the company, to be honest, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Not to mention illegal. Robbing Sorcerer of a couple of million quid, that's taking deregulation to something of an extreme, don't you think? Even in today's enterprise culture.
Nonsense. It happens all the time.
Ah. There's a difference between outright theft and classified policy on fiscal transfer.
Excellent, Tom. You're exactly what I need in a managing director.
Thanks. But no thanks. Don't bother to walk me to the door.
Give my regards to your next appointment.
Eight of the 880.
Help a blind man, sir. 25 pence for a cup of tea.
There's not much point in that, is there?
Beg pardon, sir.
Well, there's nowhere around here you can get a cup of tea for 25 pence.
Not true, sir. Not true at all. I know the place.
Oh, really? Where?
The church, sir.
Surprise, surprise. Well, I tell you what, I quite fancy a cup of tea myself. We're going together, shall we?
Bless you, sir. You're a gentleman.
Of course.
Follow me.
Good afternoon. I was wondering where you'd got to. I don't think we've seen you here before.
Actually, I have been here before. I was married here.
Everything all right?
Yeah, so far.
Anything I can do for you?
You tell me.
Gee. You'll have to wait a moment. There are others who haven't even had any.
Bugger that, I want another cup of tea. What's up?
The game. Come on.
Vicar! Like to make a donation?
It's most kind.
Should cover a few costs. I'll take care of this one.
Come down, for your own sake, man. What's up, what's up? It's not secured yet.
Come on. You're going to lead me straight to Magnus. Hold on to him, will you?
Be careful. Please take care. For pity's sake, man, jump.
Help a blind man, sir. 25 pence for a cup of tea.
Not bloody likely. No more running around in circles. I'm going after him.
Very good, sir. Over the top at dawn.
Yeah. Over the top.
Tom, pour me a brandy, will you? Wednesday. Good work on that thrust. Tom, my boy, have one yourself. Now, you said you had things to report.
Magnus sends his regards.
That's nice of him. Who the hell's Magnus?
Nicholas's old associate, the games inventor.
The one who went loopy years ago. What's he sending me his regards for?
He's trying to take over Sorcerer. He's the one who stole the money.
He'd tell you that? Really?
You didn't know anything about this?
No. I have to say that I didn't. But I am delighted to hear about it. It's going to make things even easier.
Have you spoken to your board?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
What's the plan exactly? I think we should discuss the next move.
You're naive, Tom. Your biggest fault. You think of yourself as a businessman. Businessmen don't deal in numbers, Tom. They hire chaps like you to do the sums, not the thinking. Business is war. War needs generals. I'm a general. Nicholas Thorne's a general, I'd give him that. But you, Tom, you're a quartermaster at best.
What exactly does that mean?
It means that I have done what you came here yesterday to suggest. I've launched an offensive. The best kind, the kind the enemy hasn't even noticed. This time tomorrow, barring misfortunes of war, Sorcerer will belong to me.
We made a deal.
Got that in writing, have you? Don't worry, Tom. I'll get somebody to write you a reference. It won't be altogether glowing. I dislike deserters. But it'll be a damn sight more than you'll get from Nicholas Thorne once he catches wind of what you've been up to.
My offer's still open.
Faye?
Allow me to make the proper introduction.
guitar.
Are you sure this is all right?
Absolutely. Just got to pick up a couple of things. I'm surprised he didn't phone you to confirm it. You know, women.
Yeah, well, all right.
Sorry about that. Didn't overdo the arm lock, did I?
Yeah, fine. So what are you doing here?
Looking for Jennifer. She's disappeared.
How do you know?
We were going away together for the weekend. She was traveling down on Friday night so that we could leave yesterday. She didn't turn up.
Oh, I see. She was meeting you.
What do you know about it?
Oh, I just came by to pick some things up.
Don't tell fibs, mate. Please. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
How'd you make that up?
Look, if you want to play the innocent, get yourself some new lines. Shock horror when you're told your loving ex-wife's disappeared. And indignant questions to the present incumbent, like how the hell did I get in here without the guard knowing?
How the hell did you get in here without the guard knowing?
Security around here's a bloody joke. So? What's happened to Jennifer?
What happens here? More lunacy?
You should join in. You don't know what you're missing.
Now we are 6.
Sounds to me like your all-time nutter.
There's more to him than that.
We'll see. How does he get all these people to play along with him, anyhow?
That was the whole theory behind the reality game.
The whole world becomes a game, don't you see?
But what if some people don't want to play?
Most will. It's only an extension of real life. After all, we're always playing roles, changing the rules to suit ourselves. You give people a chance to do that on a grand scale, they'll jump at it.
Terrific theory.
Oh, I think it's more than a theory. I'd be interested in a game like that.
Might not be his anymore. Still, it's the only place I could think of for clues. This and Jenny's flat.
Nice little hideaway.
Yeah. See, the only remotely predictable element in this whole thing is the past. He's obsessed by it, so he's using it again and again.
Why didn't you do this from the start?
I know, stupid. Just playing it his way, his rules. Not anymore. Look out, one of his little tricks.
doing?
Hello? Anybody home?
It's not very smart, is it?
Don't worry about that. Where's the kitchen?
Down here. Why the kitchen?
Looking for signs of life, aren't we? People have to eat.
Clean as a whistle. Not even my wife could have improved on this. They've been here all right.
I didn't know you were married.
My wife's dead.
Oh. Sorry.
So am I. They're not all gone. It's as fresh. You okay?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a businessman. I run an outfit that looks after people. Come on.
Look, I don't think we're going to find anything here.
Suit yourself. Look, Jennifer's a prisoner somewhere in the hands of some nutter. If you think she'd ever take part in this sort of caper willingly, you don't know the first thing about her. Thing is, I think she's still in love with you. It's the only reason I can think of for her not marrying me. I don't think she wasn't asked. Don't think she wasn't asked.
This bed's been slept in.
I know. How many times do I have to say it? She's not a part of this.
What makes you so...
Want a lift? Selling platform shoes. Suppose you recognise me, do you?
No.
Yeah, my agent's got the same problem. Where you headed? Same here. Hardly surprising, really. Only place around here for sophisticates like us. Climb in. Know any good jokes? Don't worry, neither do I. Strange. I can handle 300 of you. Or one of you. And King Harold said, you want to watch him, he'll have somebody's eye out.
What say you, gentles? Yea or nay? Headsman, take him away. The entertainment is over, and we must proceed to business. A trial by arms. This woman is accused of witchcraft, but has no champion. Is there any man here who will defend her against the king's knight in a duel to the death?
Yeah, I'm the one you want.
Just take a few swings at him, that's all. Don't worry about it, it's all fixed. Bit of a laugh, eh? And don't be too long about it, because there's others want to try.
Yeah, sure.
champion must be found.
I see they got you as well, mate. Looks like they've forgotten about us. Go on. Go on. You can do it. There you go, mate. La 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 la.